start with a magic circle and chain 2. This chain 2, it won't be counted as a stitch. Now make 12 double crochets into the circle. Once you're done, pull up this loop to close the gap. And for this whole pattern, we'll be working in continuous rounds, so don't make a slip stitch at the end of this round. Now this round onwards, we'll be working only into the third loop. This is the first loop, the front loop. This is the second loop, the back loop, and the loop at the back, this one, this is the third loop. We'll be working only into this loop. Make 2 double crochets into each and every stitch, only into the third loop. 1, 2 and 3. Make a double crochet. Mark the stitch with a stitch marker. One more stitch into the same stitch, that's a third loop. The next stitch, 1, 2 and 3, this one. Make 2 double crochets. The next stitch, 1, 2 and 3, this one. Working into the third loop will form this beautiful ridge. Now continue with the stitches. 2 double crochets into each and every stitch, only into the third loop. 1, 2 and 3, this is a third loop. Make the last set of stitches. At the end of this round, you should have 24 stitches. Next round, 1 double crochet in the first stitch, the third loop. Mark the stitch with a stitch marker. 1 increase in the next stitch, that's 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Now repeat this in rest of the stitches. 1 double crochet into the next stitch, the third loop, and an increase in the next stitch, that's 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Continue with the stitches. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, make the last set of stitches. This is how the ridges will look. At the end of this round, you should have 36 stitches. Next round, 1 double crochet each into 2 stitches. This is the first stitch, only the third loop. Mark the stitch with a stitch marker. 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and into the next stitch we'll make an increase, that's 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Now repeat this in rest of the stitches. 1 double crochet each into the next 2 stitches, the third loop, next stitch into the third loop, and 1 increase in the next stitch, that's 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Now continue with the stitches. At the end of this round, you should have 48 stitches. If you wish to make it larger, you can follow the same increase pattern. I'll give the details in the description box below. This measures around 5 inches. Next round, we'll make the finishing edge. 1 double crochet each into the next 2 stitches into the third loop. 1 double crochet into the next stitch. 1 half double crochet each into the next 2 stitches. Next stitch. 1 single crochet each into the next 2 stitches. One slip stitch each into the next 2 stitches. This set of stitches will give a neat finish. Next round, make a slip stitch into the next stitch, and this round we'll be working into both the loops. Chain 2. Now make 3 double crochets into the same stitch. Chain 3 picot, chain 3, and make a slip stitch into the bottom stitch, that is on top of the double crochet, and insert your hook into both the loops and make a slip stitch. Three double crochets into the same stitch. This one. Skip the next stitch and into the next stitch make a slip stitch. Skip one stitch and into the next stitch make one slip stitch. This is how it will look. Now repeat this in rest of the stitches. Start with chain 2, 3 double crochets into the same stitch. Chain 3 picot, chain 3, and slip stitch into the bottom stitch, that is on top of this double crochet, and insert hook into both the loops and make a slip stitch. 3 double crochet into the same stitch. Skip the next stitch and into the next stitch make a slip stitch. Skip one stitch and into the next stitch make a slip stitch. Now continue with the stitches. Skip the next stitch and into the next stitch make a slip stitch and weave off your yarn. I hope you like this video. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.